Thanks for tuning in, guys and gals. On this video, I'm going to show you a bunch of sheaths, client offerings, something special I'm working on right here. This guy here, the Verustaleka. I'm really digging this knife. Bob is too. He loves it. Native survival knife. You know, on this channel, you're not going to see any junk. Unless I tell you it's junk. It might be, I'm showing it because it's a piece of junk, don't buy it. But I probably wouldn't do that. That's just unethical.
Bad manners.
Right, it's bad manners. But if you see it on this channel and I endorse it, I would use it. You know, I would use it in the field if conditions were right. You know, that kind of thing. So, let me show you what we got here on this. Just going to show them to you. Show you everything we got to show. The one on the end is my Peter Kohler Tavi. I'm not going to show that one. I've worn that one out pretty much. So there you go. This guy here, this is the one I traded Bob a Verustaleka for. It's called the Jagger Puko, that Verustaleka.
Yeah,
and this is a Kellum. How you doing, guys and gals? It's Doug Wilson for Yellow Hawk Custom Outdoors. I'm going to show a bunch of sheaths like I always do. If you have any questions about what you see, because I know guys have questions about these things. If you have any questions about a carry option or how I put this on the sheath or does it work with this, and just contact me. That's the easiest thing to do. Contact me. My phone number is right there. Right there. So, I give my phone number because I like to have a personal relationship with the guy I'm building a sheath for. So anyway, I want to show you this real quick. I want to show you the knife. This is made by a custom knife maker. There it is. Custom knife maker. Now you can see the emblem there. See the I don't know if you can. I don't know if you guys can see that. The emblem. Get a little closer maybe. It might blur out as I get closer, but that's about as close as I can get. So anybody who knows that symbol knows who the knife is going to. The custom knife maker, if you're looking for something like this, this is CPM 154. Him and I had a conversation on the phone. He asked me what steel I thought would be good for the knife, how thick, that kind of stuff. And I gave him some recommendations, and he come up with a really nice knife. It's beautiful. High polished. Black micarta scales. This thing, the fit and finish, it's perfect. It is absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. This guy's good. And you know, on this channel you're not going to see any junk. You know, if I show a knife, 9 times out of 10 it's going to be a knife that I would use. You know, so because I like quality, what works and works well. There's the knife. And I'm just kind of building the sheath now for it, but I call these my spook sheaths, right? So everything's going to be real compact and tight. All the the options that he wants on it, compact and tight, and work very well together. But this is a new pattern. I don't know if you see the pattern or not. It's like a, I don't know, a brick pattern in tactical black, and it's a flat black finish. I tell you, I like it. For guys in the military, this is a good pattern. If you want a little bit of flair, you know, not too much over the top stuff. So there's that one. Okay. This sheath here, this sheath system, was built by Zach. This is for one of our clients. For the
Boca rolled.
The Boca rolled.
That's the 2.
Bob turned me onto this knife a long time ago, and I tell you, I like it. I really like this knife. And one of the reasons I like it is it works, and it works well out there, but it's not expensive. You can get this for what, $100?
Well, if you go to Knife Supply or something like that, they used to be like $69.99 a couple years ago.
Right.
But you could probably get them for, you know, 70, 80 bucks, I guess. So that's the 2 because it's blackened, and it's not the
right.
The other one's the 1.
Yeah, this one's more expensive, I think, with the micarta scales.
Right.
You know, and then he's got this American Tomahawk little piggyback. This knife is almost $100. This one here. So I can't remember which, the little finger or something like that. And Zach put a piggyback sheath on it, on the front. Everything works together well. He did a great job. Moly lock clip on the back, sure up plate. You can mount all kinds of stuff, as well as a tech lock to this as well. In 45, 90 degree, 45 vertical, a lot of different carry options. And a leather leg drop with a tabby configuration that's, you know, really just strong. Okay, next one. This is a survival model, Sear 1 Survival, for the Tops Tahoma field knife. Andy Tran design. This is just a big, heavy chopper. I mean, I'm not a huge chopper guy, but I love the design of this knife. It's very aesthetically appealing. It's comfortable in the hand, and I'm sure it works well out there in the bush. Got a SE tool pouch on the front, SE accessory pouch with ATAX FG accents, ferro rod holder, sure up plate. It's got a army green tech lock, and it's set up for baldric carry mainly, but he can also put a moly lock on it as well. He just takes the tech lock off, puts the moly lock on. Real easy, no muss, no fuss. I like what works and works well.
That's a cool knife.
Yeah, that's a neat knife.
Really nice.
I like it too.
Good battle knife, battle blade.
You can see I put these, some guys want drain holes in my sheaths. They don't really need them. They're not, my sheaths are not watertight. You know, if you go back in my videos, you'll see a video where I poured water in the sheath, in 2 sheaths, one with a drain hole and one without mine, and the water like came out the same. You know, they're not watertight. Some guys will burnish their edges real tight so that it melts them together. That's a watertight sheath, so they got to put drain holes in. I usually don't, but if guys want them, I do, and I put that little pattern in there for them. Looks pretty cool. Okay, there's that one. Baldric carry. You know, this way baldric or this way baldric. Doesn't matter. You can do both with it. Here we go. Next system. This is for the Tops Kukri 7.0. Tops Kukri 7.0. Pretty sure it's, you know, 1095, almost a 1/4 inch thick. 3/16 or 1/4 inch.
That looks like a 1/4 inch to me.
Yeah, maybe 1/4 inch. It could be 3/16. I don't know. I do know that the Boca rolled is 3/16. So let's see. Yeah,
it's a smidgen.
I tell you, it's just a hair thicker than the Boca roll. So I'm gonna say a 1/4 inch. Micarta scales. I have not done anything with this knife, so I can't tell you what it does, or, you know, it's a quality piece. I mean, it's built well, I can tell you that.
If I didn't have so many other Kukris, I'd buy one of them. I got coming out the yin yang.
Right, right. Bob's a kukri fiend. Now somebody made a comment. I read it somewhere that kukris only work in pop-top sheaths. I call them pop-tops, where you lift them out of the top of the sheath. I don't believe that's true, because there you go. I mean, I got it in a traditional sheath here, right? There's a little more work involved. It works great. It's a smaller kukri, so it works. You know, it works. The bigger kukris, yeah, I make pop-tops for them. There's just no other way to do it. Although I can do it this way, I think this is a more secure fashion of carrying a knife when you got the retention like that. But there it is. It's got a Scandi Trekker piggyback on the front. Scandi Trekker piggyback. The top Scandi Trekker 1095. Scandi grind. This is like a higher Scandi grind. Probably it looks like they have a convex micro edge on it to keep that edge stronger, which is a good idea. LT Wright tipped me in on that last week, that some companies will put a convex micro bevel at the end of a traditional Scandi grind, and it makes it a little tougher, less chippy, less rolly. And my Delta Whiskey Infinity is going to have that. It's a Scandi grind, but they're going to do that extra step for me for that.
They make it harder to sharpen in a way too, to find that edge, you know. If it's that small, if they put a small convex on it behind a Scandi, it might be harder to sharpen.
Nah, as soon as you sharpen it, you're going to take that convex off.
Well,
of
that's what I was going to say. That's what I meant.
It's a micro convex.
Okay.
You can't even see it.
That's what I meant. You would lose the convex.
As soon as you sharpen it, you're going to take it off. But that's the idea of it. What I suggest, you put it back on there. Contact me if you want to know how to put that micro convex bevel back on it, and I'll show you how to do it. I'll tell you how to do it. All right, sharpener on the side, combat lock. The combat lock, basically, you can see it on the back there. He can increase the retention if he wants to. It's a big knife. I don't want it coming out of the sheath. So, in times of higher activity, strong, you know what I'm talking about. He can crank that down, and that knife's not going to come out of there. It doesn't lock it in, but it makes it pretty tough to get out. But you can still remove it. There it is. Got my oil and wax impregnated cowhide. This is 9 to 10 ounce. Really strong stuff. I can tool the leather too if you want. Put stamp designs in it and whatnot. You just have to let me know. There's that one. And I want to show this guy here. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. This is one Zach made. Yeah, it's a left-handed sheath. Zach is getting really good. His tabby plates are very strong. He's got it. He knows it now. So he gets the trick to it. A lot of tooling on the loop. I mean, I went to town on this one. It probably took me an hour and a half to do this 1-inch piece of leather. There it is. Did a good job. That's Kryptek Highlander with the Kryptek Highlander plate on the back. Okay. This is the Mora Bushcraft Black.
Nice knife.
Yeah, he does a very good job. And I just kind of dressed this one up. I want to show you guys. This is my personal sheath. I did a wet molding video for this. This is Mitch Mitchell's Native Survival Knife. Native Survival Knife. It's got a smaller Scandi grind, and that translates into a stronger edge because there's more metal there, that kind of thing. Nice, generous. This is not a Mora handle. It's not. It's this is a manly handle. You're gonna get some tough work out of this knife. Full tang. 90-degree spine, 01 tool steel, cryo treated. The Delta Whiskey Infinity will be cryo treated as well.
Nice knife, very puka-ish.
Right, very puka-ish. And then I wet formed the sheath for it, and I put a tip protector. Sometimes leather
Folds on itself, bends. And
right, bends, right? And what happens is when the leather bends, you can put the tip of that knife right through that leather. I've done it, Bob's done it.
Yeah, K-bars.
Yeah.
We used to tape them down with duct tape all
Our
the
old
time.
K-bars used to do that. Then they started making them with metal plates on the end.
Right.
Well, this is a Kydex plate that, you know, kind of prevents that from happening. And it's Cryptek Altitude. I can actually encase the whole sheath in it. Not this sheath, because I need a place, but some leather sheaths, I can encase the whole sheath in it. All right, guys. So, anything else, Bob?
Talked about the Vista Turek again.
Oh, yeah. The Vista Stelica.
The Vista Stelica, whatever. From Finland.
Cataclysmic reverters.
Yeah. Supercalifragilistic.
Right. All right. So anyway, this is I got it in a LT Wright sheath. LT Wright's got some nice leather sheaths. I like them. This is that Verusteleca. They call it the Jäger Puko.
Yeah, Jäger in German means hunter.
Yeah. The Finnish. I
hunter.
talked to the guys. Yeah. It's pronounced Jäger.
Oh, they say Jäger?
Yeah, Jäger.
The Germans say Jäger.
Yeah. The Germans say Jäger. The Finnish, I guess, say Jäger.
Yeah.
J-A-E.
It's like double
G-E-R, something like that.
It's Finnish with a lot of vowels.
Right. I don't want to get caught up on the semantics.
Yeah, because somebody will call us on it.
Right. Somebody will say something.
The Finnish embassy will call us up.
Right. The Finnish embassy, right, will call me and say,
you're wrong.
You can't do that, you're wrong.
Right, exactly.
Right? And then I'll have to retract it.
Right.
You know.
That's a beast of a puka, man, I'm telling you.
Bob, you're too funny, man.
That's a beast of a puka.
I'm 50 years old. 50. He's 60-some, right?
62.
62. And we're still doing this stuff. I know 50 years old isn't that old.
We're still 18-year-olds.
This one here, he farts dust.
That's a beast of a knife, man. And nice neoprene type.
It's a full
handle.
tang. That tang goes all the way through to the end with
loop.
a pommel and a loop on the end,
That's
you know,
really
for a
cool.
lanyard. This
you dug into to see where the tang is.
Oh, here it is.
That's it.
I cut a piece of this handle off because I had to know what this handle was made of and what it looks like inside. So I cut a piece off, and it's solid. It's solid just like a cold steel Craton handle would be. Super duper purchase. Outstanding Scandi grind, sharp as hell.
Yeah.
This has a like a micro bevel on the end of it. It's actually a secondary edge bevel, but it's real small and it looks like convex, so it makes this traditional Scandi grind stronger. Okay, we got an add-on. I forgot to show this one. I promised to show certain clients their sheaths in a video, and if I forget, I'm just going to add it to another video, or add it to the same video that I forgot to show it in the first place. This one I forgot to show. This one is for Dan Adavasio. This is his, let me see if I get that off there. This is his Delta Whiskey Backcountry with textured jig scales, CPM 3V. Got that continuous sweeping belly on the blade. I tell you, I put a lot of thought into this design, and every bit of this knife comes from two places: my experiences in the bush and what I think a wilderness blade should have. You know, a one tool option, badass, do everything you need it to do fairly well. And it comes from features from a few other knives that I've seen. I like the thumb ramp thing. I love choke up choils. I love 90-degree spines. I think this is very useful. etc. You know, pommel, all that stuff. And then I put all these design features. I designed a knife to incorporate most of these things because I think they're important to have in a wilderness blade. And that's what this is. This is a backcountry wilderness blade. It's not your regular camping. This is for guys that do over-the-top stuff. Boom. You know, next level stuff. You know, 7 days of elk hunting in Colorado. Survival exercises that are a week long. Wilderness backpacking. I love wilderness backpacking. Stuff like that. The next one, the Delta Whiskey Infinity, is going to be basically a scaled down version of this. Basically. I don't have the prototype yet. I don't know what it's going to feel like in the hand. I tend to believe I'm going to have to go back for another prototype. Because I'm thinking it might be a little long. But we'll see. You know, I could be right on the mark with it. You know, you never know until you get it in your hand. There it is. Hey, you want me to do that again? Here, let me do that again. Oh hell, one more time. Right? Okay. Face mount, Hawk Light assembly in 45-degree cross draw carry mode. In that mode. If you have it in this mode, if you have it in baldric carry, you can still use it, right? If you have it in vertical baldric carry, you can still use it in this configuration. You got to get a little imaginative sometimes, but it works. Face mount ferro rod, 800 grit diamond rod hone, sharpener, whatever you want to call it. Baldric sling, tabby dangler, tech lock, shore up plates, full size compass. Again, yes, it works because you take the blade out, right? You might have to remove this. You might have to. But all this hardware is stainless. It won't affect it. Take the blade out, you're good. That's, you know, that's forethought. I try to design things that way so that they work when you need them. Okay, there you go, Dan Avasio. That's it, guys. Thank you. That's the last one, I think.